So you're like, I would sell the soul of my lover to be a fraction of doom.
Before we move on, I want to throw in a couple of picks from random stories I like, because I have no restraint. I'll start with this offbeat tale about Benji. Occasionally he gets the ability to get his normal skin back under special circumstances, this being a time where Ben hoped it was permanent. Ben's just chilling in the den, watching this cool TV that predicts the future based on what's happening in the present. I mean, it's there, why not, right?
Thorgrim's superheroic career ended over a century ago. His colorful history of world-saving, and even universe-saving heroics, still makes him the idol of millions to modern post-humanity.
Well, that's nice. I'm dead, I guess, but everybody still loves me. Prefer to be alive with everybody loving me, but what the heck. So thanks, future humanity, or post-humanity. It's nice to be appreciated. Damn, that future prediction TV's loud. Wait a minute. That ain't no TV. What in the blazes?
Anomalous vectors introduced.
What the?
Now resetting predicted engines in news media format.
Ben's cosmic skin is, how do I put this? It's angry about not existing half the time, and it's responded by creating a series of external antibodies that all act like half-brained versions of him.
Oh my god. Click, click, clobber and die! Yeah, get my war paint on. Okay, now give me blue paint spray and gizmo. Over there! Get up, over there! How do you help an orange-skinned freak? Gotta paint this sad guy the appropriate color. Ugly, good-for-nothing, rock-faced meathead.
It's a riot of a story, and it also brought up a lot of pointers that are still super interesting and relevant to the fore. A lot of fun.
What's that you're saying? This ain't the time for us to be replicating, is it? Too soon, huh? Well, we can wait, I guess. So we gotta cease to exist again? Oh, nuts.
Legendary Dwayne McDuffie.
What in the world is going on? And I'm surprised by every single story that the Fantastic Four is put into, but I'm also not surprised at the same time, because this is just what you expect once you know them. They're gonna get into the craziest situations possible, and somehow still
100%.
make it out the other end.
I never read a ton of Fantastic Four, but a lot of the comics I read, they interacted with it, and it's always the craziest storylines.
Version of the FF, but it was Reginald Hudlin who took on a chunk of that team's adventures, hopping across dimensions. And one is about to receive some special visitors. Marvel Zombies is, to an extent...
Marvel Zombies!
Oh, yeah.
I guess during the time when zombie stuff was super popular. Still kind of is, even nowadays.
I feel like zombies never truly go out of popularity. They just kind of, they go under the radar for a little bit, and then they'll spike back up, and then they kind of go, and then they'll spike back up.
Oh, yeah. I wonder where this is going to take us. Are we going to find a cure for all the zombies somehow? I mean, if somebody was to, it'd probably be the Fantastic Four.
Tied to the Reed Richards of an alternate dimension, and this is a microcosm of their impact. The dialogue actually gets into the mindset of these chucklemates on a way more nuanced level than I expected, and it's kind of hilarious.
Oh man, Scroll meat isn't that bad after all, especially if you toast it with Galactus' energy. I like it raw. You would.
Hulk's still hungry.
Of course you are. Hulk, we're zombies, man. Even if we eat everybody on this planet, and we will, we'll still be hungry.
Don't talk to Hulk like Hulk's stupid.
Here you go, buddy.
You are all not getting it. No. Beauty Banner could explain.
Mark Miller wrote this.
It's such a morbid humor, but I love it.
Yeah.
You know, if they were gonna do a zombie thing, yeah, this is the way to do it for sure. You know what it is. You know it's over the top. You know it's silly. Just play into it. Have fun.
Bonkers Tale, where essentially the most powerful evil dude of all time and his apprentice come to Earth to kill the Fantastic Four. After killing Doctor Doom by beating him half to death,
They what? How dare they?
traveling with his body to the past and leaving him to die in dinosaur times. Guy becomes the new Doom, monologues a lot, engages in fisticuffs, emerges victorious.
Not my Doom.
No, wait. Oops. Oh, guess who the apprentice is?
Oh, it's Doom! Oh my god! Let's go! Get played!
You gotta be kidding me. Will you not accept by now that Victor Von Doom can never die?
Genius.
I love this man. Sell my soul to the demons. Do what you have to do to make this epic comeback. Hell yeah, dude. I should have seen it coming. Knowing this guy, I should have called it. I should have
The
known.
emotional roller coaster you just went through.
I was like, no, you killed Doom. What the fuck? That's impossible. And apparently it was.
Yeah, you can't kill Doom.
Oh, perfect. I'm glad that everybody is on the same page when it comes to Doom's character.
Mm-hmm.
They know exactly how this guy operates.
Everyone except the film writers.
Oh, the film writers were uninformed, unfortunately. It's truly a tragedy.
They've never read the comics. We all know this.
I just don't get it, man. Like in the freaking Fan Four Stick movie, which I had the unfortunate experience of watching. He just walks around, he blows people's heads up, and then he gets beat up by the Fantastic Four. He doesn't even use any of his powers in a cool way like that. Like, what?
I never even bothered to watch that one, I'll be honest.
Please don't. Please never. The only thing you need to know about that is, wait, say that again. And that's all the movie was.
Good.
Did he switch places? Did he fake his death? No, my friends. He was so butt-mad about getting beat up, Doom willed himself to survive millions of years, rebuild his body, train under the Master in disguise, and then kill him in the present day.
We talked about it in the Ultron video. Who is as petty as Ultron? And the comments were right. Doom is as petty, if not more.
How many years did this ploy take you? How many? I'm actually crying. It's good. I know I'll never be as great as you, but please, just like a fraction of your power, a fraction of your evil pettiness, please lend it to me someday.
Like I would sell the soul of my lover to be a fraction of Doom.
Yes. Oh, man.
Just don't forget his birthday, that's all I'm saying. There's a lot of great Doom stories, be it in the many alternate dimensions and timelines where he comes out on top, the mad plans he creates in the pages of the main story, or learning his history in Brubaker's Books of Doom. One underrated little gem by Archie Goodwin, filling in for Stan, has a new powerful threat, Incapacitate Reed, and Sue's told the only person who can help is, well, say it with me now.
Don't you see what will happen when we're finished? The Overmind will go on to destroy the world. Ours and yours.
I see only the end of enemies who have long thwarted me at every turn. And I regret it is the Overmind's doing.
Why would he
not
care?
my own.
That I see I've wasted my time. Oh, the Dr. Doom I remember might be ruthless and cold.
Oh.
But he
Wait
had
a minute.
honor and nobility too. Instead, I encounter posturing and pettiness. Or perhaps a man a little afraid.
And like that,
No! You don't say that about Doom! Fuck it! I'll kill the guy, and then I'll kill you afterwards. I promise.
she's got him. Man, there's a bundle of moments to go through. I could sing the praises of so many different creators and one-offs, or Benjaria over a bunch of other characters, like all the Agatha Harkness stuff. That's it's kind of complicated. She's just kind of she's basically a witch babysitter and stuff. Or Christoph, poor Christoph. But we're good. I think we're ready for the big one.
Okay.
It's time.
Time for what?
It's all right. I'll catch you.
I
I don't think...
I'm right here.
I don't think I want to. Let's do something else. Okay?
Look at me, son. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to fail. But to say that you're not even willing to try, that's unacceptable, Reed.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Good. Now, jump.
I guess I better start. Other writers didn't have huge plans beyond a few arcs. They would write terrific sagas or let the story snowball into more exciting events, but they all tended to sort of fizzle out to make way for the next storyteller.
Well, I mean, you don't know what's gonna catch on.
Comics, yeah.
Yeah. And you don't know how long you're gonna be working on this particular project at this company too, so you do the best that you can with what you have, for sure. And set things up for the next person.
Unlike some certain silo writers.
Well, we fixed it. It's fine. It's okay. It worked out in the end somehow.
The most rough passing of the torch.
Starts this way, writing a bunch of solo stories with a couple of connecting threads, but as it transpired, they were all one story, which we wouldn't realise the beauty of until much, much later. It all started with a story called The Bridge. Reed's dealing with the fallout of a civil war between...
When you have a bunch of disjointed stories that all culminate together into one big story. I love it.
This was what we had hoped for with Hank Pym's character. And understandably, you know, the resetting of things and introducing new people to the comics and whatnot happened. But man, it is really unfortunate that that's where his character went and what they did with this story. Because it could have been really good. And I hope this is really, really good. And reaches the expectations I had hoped from Hank Pym's thing. But yeah, it is what it is sometimes.
Superheroes, a Skrull invasion, and now the rise of former villain Norman Osborn, who seemed to have renounced his Green Goblin persona, took credit for ending the Skrull threat, and was put in a position of governmental power. For the record, Reed did not come out of Civil War in a positive light. He made a killer Thor, was revealed to be part of a secret organization of paranoid heroes, and following writers James Michael Straczynski, McDuffie, and then Hickman, worked hard to figure out his thought process moving forward. He's looking at possible solutions across timelines to see if it was all preventable. Meanwhile, his teammates are all...
Oh wait, isn't that the machine in the Baxter building in one of the Master Marvel Rivals? When you're going down the elevator, I think? There's like the big
portal thing?
Portal gate thing, yeah.
I don't know if it's the exact same as the one in Rivals, but I'm sure that's where the influence was.
Also bouncing around those same possible timelines, and it's wild.
Case Study Earth 3490. The 47th peaceful model examined benefits primarily from the romantic involvement of Captain America, Steve Rogers, and the Iron Woman, Natasha Stark.
Natasha Stark? Oh my.
Interesting.
I need to do more research about this.
Was not a variable on this Earth.
What?
Now test me. I believe a correction in attitude is in order. These people should know their place.
I'm in a mood for admonishment. And
this is hilarious.
Marvel.
I love this.
That's so good.
I love this. I love how versatile these characters are, where you can just take them and then put them into a completely different story in a different setting, and it works, and you still recognize them. This is like creativity to the max.
The frilly collar and monocle is beautiful.
I need him to have a posh English accent.
I want this skin in Rivals.
Yes.
Milady.
Yes!
Tis the clobbering hour.
Case Study Earth 231. This world's Reed Richards avoided all future calamity caused by the Illuminati by eliminating them at the point of inception. This Reed knew that under no circumstances would the Brotherhood fail to be formed. This Reed knew that their ambition would exceed their abilities and that chaos would flow. This Reed felt he had no other choice.
Starboard men, and steady yourselves! Prepare to be boarded, and let seas turn red with colonial blood!
This doesn't seem right at all. Not one bit.
Case Study Earth 5521. The first act of this Illuminati was to unleash the Phoenix on the Skrull homeworld. Soon after, the
That
Reed
seems
of
like a
this
great
Earth was
idea.
forced to destroy her to avoid her further descent into madness, and an even greater alien invasion by the Shi'ar. That Illuminati never met again, but the result was the avoidance of any further alien hostilities. It was becoming difficult to judge these as successes.
I mean, with no more alien threats, but you do sacrifice the Phoenix, and I don't know. Is that gonna be a good thing in the long run? Huh. This feels almost similar to the time when you sent Hulk into space. Maybe don't do that. Whoa.
Hickman's plan was to start
Where
with...
did medieval thing come from?
I don't know, but I love the editings of this.
Yes.
So good. It's so fun.
Reed and boil the overarching conflict of the team's existence down to his personality. All of his antagonistic traits are brought to the fore through the much parodied Council of Reeds, alternate versions of himself all claiming to have sacrificed ties to their family to make the world a better place, which Reed begins to realise might absolutely be the worst thing ever, oh my god. However, this incident actually leads to something much greater and much more troubling, with cryptic clues littered throughout from the beginning.
The thing is, right? Sacrificing his ties to his family, that would just make Reed into Doom. That is like the one thing that's really setting them apart. Is the fact that he has people around him that he loves and cherishes and supports, and they in turn support him. Yeah, I don't think that's a play, man. I think you probably have to pay more attention to Sue as well, or else Namor is gonna go in there and do his thing.
I feel like even if you remove Reed, Namor doesn't have a
Well, I mean, Namor doesn't really care, of course. But yeah.
Namor's biggest problem there is Namor.
The future must be avoided at all costs. Listen closely, because each word I say was chosen carefully. There will be a war between the 4 cities. The dead must not be forgotten. The future man must return to save the past. And all hope lies in Doom.
The family is put through their paces with the...
All hope lies in Doom.
Dude, Doom is such a good name. Like, that is just such an imposing statement every time it's said.
Yes, regardless of the context. And even more so when you know who it's referring to.
Yeah.
Slow reveal of all the FF's history being brought out of the toy box. The Inhumans, the Atlanteans, the Negative Zone. It all springs forward to play a part in a huge problem that each of the 4 is affected by.
Admit it, Mr. Grimm. You've seen better days.
Woman, you do not turn away from...
Honor the deal,
Damn.
Namor. I'm done asking nicely. These are my
As I
people
said,
now.
Namor's biggest problem is Namor.
This dude. You kind of need that one asshole-ish character, though.
I mean, Namor has some enjoyable moments because of it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's a stark contrast when he actually does something that is more reasonable than everybody else. It makes sense, yeah.
Here, and I am a queen that bows to no king.
My God.
That turns me on.
You're magnificent.
What in the what?
Johnny goes to bar. Johnny gets a girl. Girl turns out to be Bug Monster. Bug Monster disappears through hole. Johnny never kisses the Bug Monster. I'm gonna call that a win.
Reed's
Johnny, where are your standards? Do you have any? Where'd they go? Well, I mean, he doesn't kiss this Bug Monster, but he does kind of later on in space.
Need a better Bug Monster.
Definitely.
Stands on the sidelines, someone who hasn't been very present in Reed's life, and who is beginning to recognise the effect this has had on his son, and indeed the world. That concern was not unwarranted. Related events lead to longtime foe Annihilus, stuck in an infant form and amassing an army, attempting to enter our world. He finds himself at odds with Johnny Storm, who valiantly kept him at bay, but at a huge personal cost. The way it was handled was pretty masterful, a wordless issue that got across all the raw emotion of the moment. There were so many moments like this.
Hey, sometimes words don't need to be spoken. It just needs to be felt. And I think stories that are able to achieve that are kind of peak, not gonna lie.
100%, yeah.
I've always personally wanted to try that out myself somehow, because, I mean, images can say 1,000 words, but it's so hard, man.
I mean,
it's so
that's
hard
why
to
I
completely
love
get your
the
point
medium of
across.
comics so much. Just the visual storytelling of it.
But wait, actually, is this going to lead into the meme where it's just Hulk, like, crying?
I don't know.
I don't know. It almost looks like it.
Throughout the run, letting everyone close to the fore
Might be a different
into
issue.
the discussion.
When I was younger, not your age, older, but still too young, I lost my uncle as well. We were very close, like you and Johnny were, and not a day goes by that I don't think about him. Not a single one. But it doesn't make me sad anymore. I mean, sure, I wish he was still here, and God, do I miss him. But after a while, the dark thoughts, the bad ones like you're having right now, will fade away. And
It is so perfect. That Spider-Man of all characters.
Mhm.
Knowing his story, his relationship with Johnny, his connection to the Fantastic Four, is the one saying it to this kid.
Mhm.
Wow.
Hello, Pete.
And this is the beauty of having an interconnected universe of just so many different characters who have their own story that people know about. Being able to mash them together to create these unique situations. It's really a living, breathing world, even though it isn't.
I'll spend most of your time thinking about how much fun you had together, or how much you loved him.
How long before that happens?
It takes a while. You've got ketchup on your face.
Thanks.
But the work wasn't over. As the team officially became the Future Foundation, they watched
This is the one where you're thinking of.
There it is, yeah. And, well, I mean, I guess kind of a spoiler, but I mean, to be expected. Johnny's not dead. He's just, in some sort of gladiator arena somewhere.
He's come to life, witnessed all sorts in their plans to combat the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe, eventually taking up arms with their friends to try and save Earth from the wrath of these innumerable forces. Oh, Johnny came back, but don't worry, it's not cheap, it's actually really good. Each moment was part of a vast tapestry depicting...
I think it's fine for a character that is presumed dead to come back, but it is certainly in the way that it's done, for sure.
100%, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it depends on so much, just you have to maintain stakes somehow. So that's why when you have things like Dragon Ball, where it's like, oh, the character dies, they could always just come back because there's no stakes there anymore. Not that Dragon Ball is bad, I'm not saying that. Just the concept of death having a meaning. It's like you can have a character come back and keep that meaning. They're just, you have to maintain stakes elsewhere.
Exactly, yeah, death having meaning. There are so many series that I can point to where I ended up dropping because I felt like, it doesn't really motivate me anymore. There's not a whole lot going on at this point, and like, why? Why should I invest into it? I don't know how it is now, but I think it was called like To Your Eternity or something like that. We had watched the first season here as like a reaction that we did back when we were still an anime reaction
we
channel.
watched like the first few episodes. Yeah.
Did we? Yeah, I guess the first few episodes. I continued it by reading the manga, and I got to a point where, like, as you said, death didn't really have any meaning anymore. So then I was like, okay. Well, the name of the series is To Your Eternity for sure, but the emotional moments that I felt was because the other characters within the series were mortal, and they went through their lives and they experienced things, and then obviously their lives ended, and our character had to move on. And then, well, we just got rid of that, kind of, so... I don't know how it's doing now, and maybe it turns that around, but you lost me as a reader.
I think a different comparison would be something like I've been binging. I'm just caught up again on Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, and that one definitely, like, don't judge is like a whole bunch throughout the series, but there's definitely very high stakes placed everywhere else throughout the narrative that very much make up for that fact. So it's like, Dokcha is going to come back, but how he's going to get there? Oh boy, is that going to be a wild ride. And it's like...
it's something exciting to see.
Yeah.
As opposed to a solved solution. There's still things to be done, things that need to be said, which gives the story meaning to be read.
One of the biggest journeys the FF has ever taken, all coming together in a glorious finale that brings everything back to the Richards family.
I watch, and there's nothing I can do. But that's how it is for every parent, isn't it? You do everything you can. You do your best. Then one day you're finished, and your children have simply become who they are going to be. This is who your son will be. This is who he is.
Franklin?
I mean, it's
throughout all of space.
Franklin Richards is a bit of...
a little...
I like the sentiment there, but when your son is like God. It's like...
a little OP, one could say, yes.
The stakes are a little higher.
Yeah. Well, at least God is on our side. At least in this instance.
Has had many heralds. Franklin has had only one.
To me, my Galactus!
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Holy shit. the one being that can stand up to them, yeah. This is awesome, yeah.
Let's go!
But even the end wasn't quite the end, because Hickman had one last story to tell.
We need the Spider-Man pointing meme, but with Doom bots. Doom? Doom.
Doom.
Here, I can build.
The man who sees opportunity everywhere. Of course it's gonna be Doom. But yeah, that's right. In the cosmology video, Doom is basically the guy who puts the universe back together, isn't he? Yeah. Who dares challenge me? I, Doom. It's all going together. This is really cool, though, with like all the knowledge that we learned from previous videos. Now I can actually say something about this and be like, oh, and not just ask the comments questions. Like, what happened here? Why?
Comment help. I'm floundering. Secret Wars.
Secret Wars was, like the original, another blockbuster. A Marvel crossover event designed to straighten out some continuity. It was, of course, written by Jonathan Hickman, and would end up being the culmination of everything he'd set up in the previous FF stories. Doom got a taste of infinite power in the ruins of the Richards' last battle, and realizing that the multiverse is in danger from the returning power of the Beyonder, makes a play to repeat the sins of the past and steal the power for himself. The consequences this time, however, are much, much greater. Doom builds an entirely new reality from the wreckage of the multiverse, a mess of warring lands with himself as its supreme ruler, and worst of all, stealing the Richards family for his own purposes, in an aggressive bid to prove himself above his rival, himself misplaced in this strange new world. A ragtag group of heroes aware of the changes attempt to defeat Doom in secret, but even without their help, the Force presence can be felt. We see them subconsciously aware something's wrong in this surreal new reality, inching their way through the abstractions towards each other, the machinations of Doom's facade slowly coming undone, all that hard work just to prove that he isn't fit for the task, and at its end, the fate of the multiverse comes to rest on the shoulders of one eternal struggle. Victor and read.
Richards!
As it should be.
You had to meddle, didn't you? Of course you did. You're a meddler. You have some great plan, I
would have got away with it too if it wasn't for the Fantastic Four and their meddling sidekick. Whoever that is.
expect. Well, what is it
Spider-Man's
this
the meddling
time,
sidekick.
Reed? A new idea? A fresh take on the very old problem of you and I? Have you built another great machine?
No, nothing like that. I just came to convince Owen that perhaps there's a better solution to all this than you.
Can't you accept that I have done good things here?
I do accept it. But you could have done more. You closed your hands around everything that was left and called it yours. You're so afraid of losing the things you've saved that you hold them too tight. Don't you see, Victor? A tree is just a seed in its realized state.
This is what causes your fall, Richards. Abandoning the good because you desire the perfect. It's the same thing it's always been between you and I. You think you are better than I am.
I've always believed you could be better than what you are.
This was the real problem. Their hatred.
Yeah, boys will be boys. Sometimes you're just gonna duke it out. Ever since way back then. For how many years now?
This bitter confrontation, the culmination of years of animosity between these two men, must have put it all into perspective. How to solve everything.
You think you could have done so much better, don't you? Don't you?
Yes. And we both know it. Don't we?
Yes. Damn you.
Well, I suppose that's one way to end the video.
Wait. No!
No!
Then with the people who...
That actually makes a whole lot of sense, though, considering his attention to family. Of course, you know, he could pay more attention to Sue, obviously, and he gets stuck in his research, but being the family man that he is overall, yeah, I can see why now, because of his whole past with his father, too.
Needed one. They went further and shared it with the world. Opened the door and said, come on in, sit at the table, share what we found.
Bringing this extended
he filled
family.
his life with the love of his friends and his children. And lo and behold, they all changed each other. From his efforts to be loved, he created a world that loved. Hickman was saying goodbye not just to the Fantastic Four, but to the modern age of comics. Took Marvel's first family and focused their adventures into a story about the benefits of what they'd started. Hinged the Marvel Universe on their existence, as it had in our reality. He showed that their life had been truly worthwhile. And now, in this final move, he has Reed decide to leave it behind, to give the next generation new universes to grow in, to give others lives worth living too.
I gotta tell you, mister, this sure is something.
It sure is fantastic.
Wait. Say that again. I'm probably gonna have to cut around this, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm hoping, I was just thinking.
Which brings us back to point number 1. Everything else sucks. Marvel got started early in getting their comics adapted to TV, and in the process hit every first-time mistake possible. On the one hand, it set the stage for them to be...
Of this video is gonna be.
Yeah, right? Because this is a great conclusion, but well,
it's like, where do we continue from here? Oh no!
Judging from the chapter title, I guess this is going to be a whole lot of fun. Yeah.
Become worldwide brands. On the other, it meant the first attempts at a Fantastic Four cartoon were a complete mess. In a way, it kind of makes both versions of the show these little time capsules of crazy and rolls them back around to being actually pretty watchable, almost avant-garde. It's borderline experimental.
You made me lose my magnetism. You're wrong. Your magnetic power only works on metal, like all magnets. But my gun isn't real. I made it out of wood.
A wooden gun?
That's why your power didn't work. And it's why you're a prisoner of the police now. Take him away, men.
A wooden gun. He tricked me with a wooden gun.
Oh, Magneto. He's so hurt.
A wooden gun? He said that like he was offended. Like the mere thought of such a thing.
How could you?
And to Reed Richards.
Not the sanctity of gun.
Still makes more sense than Benji Grimm becoming a little boy with a pair of thing rings.
What?
And sharing screen time with Barney Rubble. What's going on?
Huh?
Oh, I forgot about you. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3.
Is that Herbie?
Lovely Herbie.
Ah.
You're such a lovely machine. Gonna put you in the video.
Human Torch was wrapped up in...
I love the wholesome relationship that Ultron shares with Herbie in Marvel Rivals. Like, Ultron loves Herbie. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Herbie's the best thing ever. He hates everything else except Herbie.
Movie writes, the cartoon needed a replacement. Stan Lee created this little robot sidekick idea, got Jack Kirby to draw it, they used that. Then Marv Wolfman put him in the comics.
I heard it was because they thought kids would try to imitate the Human Torch.
Urban legend.
You're thinking of a Byrne story.
You were such a good boy,
Bruh.
nothing but a good boy.
Video's long.
Uh-oh.
There were improvements during the Saturday morning boom of the 90s and beyond in later attempts, but they just didn't have the
one here. It was a short series, but it was
Gotcha.
good.
punch of
But
other
it's
shows
not-
that
but
dominated
though-
the market.
I forgot what it's
It's a
called.
shame because there are creative and interesting things to be found in
This
them,
one.
or at least a great understanding of how these characters sound and behave, most of the time.
What in the what in the
Look
no no what are those dance moves?
I'd certainly recommend watching some if the videos piqued your interest, but by and large, they don't quite reach the accessibility and nuance of the competition, in spite of some wonderful touches here and there.
You may have conquered your world, but this place is mine. By right.
Damn, that chin.
You cannot have it.
Oh yeah, well, we forgot to tell you, Stretch. He's nuts.
Which still puts them way ahead of the movies. Alright, let's get to it. Horrible dialogue, awful casting choices, backdrops that make the movie look like it's set in a freaking spa. The movie suffers from being made as an afterthought, clearly looking to strike while the Spider-Man iron was hot, and cram a complex, interesting, unique series into an unfitting, formulaic plot. And the powers, they look bad. The second one...
I do not remember that scene, not gonna lie.
Me either.
That caught me off guard.
Man, he was the Chad all along.
Actually, at this point, have you seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet?
No.
Bruh, I still can't make any references to it.
Maybe you could reference it, I just don't know it.
Oh, this would be a spoiler, so yeah, I'll leave it be.
One is maybe worse than the first, in that it's uglier, more forgettable, it's got this going on, and even though it makes a few attempts to adapt a more interesting story, it does it with absolutely none of the charm. You hit him with a crane. You get it? There's no punchline. I fooled you. And then there's this.
I'm one of the greatest minds of the 21st century. I'm engaged to the hottest girl on the planet. And the big jock who played quarterback in high school, well, he's standing right in front of me asking me for my help. And I say he's not going to get a damn thing unless he does exactly what I tell him and starts treating my friends and me with some respect.
That right...
Would Reed actually say that? I don't think so.
No.
With everything that we learned about
It's so
this
hard
man.
to watch.
Yeah. Bro is so insecure, he has to state that he's dating the hottest girl in the planet. Like, bruh, calm down.
Let's be real. Jessica Alba is one of the only reasons people still defend these movies.
Eh.
They sit there and they go, she's hot though.
Really? I thought seeing
Yeah.
Chris Evans was kind of funny.
I mean, I enjoy Chris Evans. I won't lie.
I mean, he's a much better Captain America, for sure, but yeah.
There is everything wrong in a nutshell. If you've learnt anything today, you know that's not Reed. at all.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly. Before you even said it, it was like, whoa. Yeah, no. That line, not gonna lie, sounds like a high school kid's like first attempt at an edgy story. It's like their OC character.
Proof that the filmmakers do not know the characters that they're adapting. And yeah.
I wonder what kind of research, if at all, is ever done. Because if you read any of the comics, you probably would have understood what the character is about. I guess
You
no
can always
comics were
tell
read.
when you have actors and screenwriters and directors who have read the source materials because they're always so much better and more interesting.
Mhm.
When you have an actor who's just a big fan of the project, that's always my favorite.
I mean, look at Deadpool, right?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to play that guy. Well, yeah, of course, that makes sense.
I mean, like it or not, Ryan Reynolds, is a huge fan and has actually done a lot for the film, like for Marvel films in general.
Mm-hmm.
He's pushed for a lot of things that we would not have otherwise.
Who was the guy that played Superman?
Which one?
Well, the previous one. I know there's the new Superman movie that I haven't seen yet with a new actor. But yeah.
Isn't it Henry Cavill that people
Henry
like?
Cavill, yeah, that's right. And him backing out of things like The Witcher because it started deviating from the story. Yeah. I don't know what Hollywood is doing. I don't understand why they can't, don't understand that they can make more money by catering towards the fans.
Well, it's like the comics gained popularity for a reason, right? So this whole, and we've talked about this before on this channel, but like the mindset of like filmmakers thinking that they know better than the source material, it's just doomed to fail always.
Wait, say that again. What if this entire time Doom has been behind the production of all the Fantastic Four movies and he intentionally makes them bad?
That can't be the case, because otherwise Doom wouldn't be as atrocious as he is in these movies. Doom would never do that to himself.
Unless if it's a part of his secret plan. You never know. Oh.
And Forced It came out as malformed as it did.
Not this. Oh, no, not this. The reason why I watched this was because I went out with some friends. I know, I do touch grass sometimes. And there was a choice between watching this and some, like, cheap B horror film. And I was like, yeah, well, we should watch this one instead. It's probably more fun. Boy, was I wrong.
Mistakes were made.
yeah, I failed them. I'm sorry, guys.
Aligned often for the behind-the-scenes studio interference, and no wonder. Tries to be a body horror, but forgets there's a story outside the crash landing. You can't build a franchise on body contortions. In this case, anyway. None of it was good.
Yeah.
It continues this weird new...
That is the version of Doom that I was talking about. That's just walking through the hallways, blowing people's heads up. This is not Doom. Whatever this thing is, it's not.
Not Doom.
Fetish of Doom
Not
growing
even
the
close.
armor onto his body? Yeah, way more grounded, huh? That's 2 movies now taking inspiration from the Ultimate Universe. And judging how that turned out, it was never the best place to go for a definitive take on making the public like these guys. But, it's not to say the FF has never worked on film.
What is this?
I've seen clips from this, but I've never actually seen it. I don't even know where I would go to see it.
Right?
Roger Corman's Fantastic Four was made on a budget of canned beans and is far from being a complete big screen movie. In fact, it was only made to keep the film rights in flux, the efficacy of that being the subject of great debate over the years. It's corny, it's cheap, it's bizarre, and I love every second of it. For me, the impressive thing is that...
They have the point of view with the fist extended forward.
So good.
Behind all the party string and broken piñatas is a movie made with real gusto, man, and a lot of the balls-out natural appeal of the franchise. It's not afraid to say what it is, and it's hard to ignore in between the absurd choices on display. Proof that these guys can offer real entertainment. Sort of encapsulates the fun and innocence of the FF's early days, if nothing else. Just makes me laugh.
So, my friend.
Perhaps what makes...
No, Doom! So, my friends. Oh, I don't have any. No.
Things even more tantalizing is that the FF's adventures have also been adapted to the big screen without them involved. You see the Guardians of the Galaxy plundering most of their history, from their original enemy Ronan, to the form their battle with Ego the Living Planet takes, to the existence of Adam Warlock and Aisha. Thor Ragnarok outright pastes a Fantastic Four panel of art on the back wall of one of the sets. Black Panther, just, Black Panther. And that's not the only place we see their influence. Yeah, the Venture Bros has a straight-up parody of these fellas, but both creators have stressed on numerous occasions that their love of the FF is earnest, and the more you've read, the more obvious that is.
What is happening? What?
The joke has always been that the one good Fantastic Four movie is The Incredibles. Quite apart from the fact it was an obvious...
I mean, being a Fantastic Four movie kind of basically is inspired by it. Really damn good. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
If only, Marvel could actually do this. If only.
Marvel, when Disney bought them, right? One of the things I was most excited when this happened was actually Big Hero 6. And I love Big Hero 6 so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the idea that Disney Animated Pictures, right, could take Marvel properties and make big budget animated superhero films, like that was my excitement when Disney first acquired Marvel. And I love Big Hero 6, like don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
So much love for that movie. It didn't do very well and they never touched the idea again. And that to me
sucks.
is so devastating.
Why didn't it do well though? I kind of enjoyed the movie. I actually like Big Hero 6 a lot too.
It has lived like its legacy outside of just Baymax, which is pretty much the only takeaway from that movie.
Yeah.
Right? Like people watching it now, like after time has passed, like for the first time, it is a great movie. Like Big Hero 6 is really good. And I think it's a tragedy that they never did more with animated Marvel stuff. Because that big picture animated superhero, like The Incredibles, like Big Hero 6, it's such a good untapped market that we need more of.
I guess these things just happen. Like, The Thunderbolts was a great movie, but that one didn't do very well either at the box office.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually the number they pay attention to.
You know what movie did do well in the box office, which is the biggest tragedy of the modern era?
Lilo and Stitch.
The live-action Lilo and Stitch.
Yep.
Nothing makes me more mad than that.
The objectively bad movie. The worst version of Lilo and Stitch
is my favorite Disney movie. And so to see just the bastardized version of it actually be financially successful when good projects aren't. Oh, I want to kill someone.
Oh, that's the beginning of Serbi's villain arc, guys. It's time.
It would be. This would be what does it. I swear.
It's so sad though when content like that just gets pushed out because kids don't really care. Like they enjoy it, they're having fun with it, but they don't know what peak is. And I mean, you could say the same about YouTube too. Like, on this Reddit for like small YouTubers and whatnot, there's a bunch of people that always post about like, oh, within a year we got to 1 million subscribers. This is how we did it. And then when you go to the channel, it's just like brain rot content for kids, like Minecraft shorts and stuff like that, or Roblox stuff.
You're just soulless content.
Just sells.
Shit.
Yeah. But I guess that's just how things are, and kids consume products. And I mean, that's why all the like toy commercials back in the day were the way that they were, to try and get kids to convince their parents to please buy me the new Buzz Lightyear. Yeah.
I mean, you've heard me rant about before, like shows like channels like Cartoon Network, right?
The toy sales,
directions were made purely for toy sales.
Ultron really suffered when that happened.
Parody, in more ways than one, The Incredibles was all about family, and I still don't think that's exactly the same for the FF. A Fox exec came out and said, oh, the internet's right, our new movie should be like The Incredibles and all about family, so let's make it about the kids. And that is definitely the sound of someone who hasn't got it.
Oh my god. How did you come to that conclusion? The Incredibles wasn't about the kids either. It was about everybody. It was about the family dynamic. and how
Well,
interesting
I mean,
it was.
even like Frozone and the extended family too. It's about connections between people, that familial connection. Yeah.
And everybody is relatable and down to earth, but they're superheroes, and they have to contend with that in a world that doesn't want them anymore. It's just such a good setup.
Incredibles 2 was also an abomination of a film, so they didn't get it for them either.
I mean, I still had fun watching The Incredibles 2, but yeah, when you examine it, I think it kind of misses what The Incredibles 1 had, for sure.
Look, I love The Incredibles. I think it's perfect, but I love it because it uses the template of the Fantastic Four to make a meta-commentary about mundane real lives, and I think the FF carries slightly different values at its core. These people are a family, yes, but it's not about the balance between family and work life.
Like, this family isn't going about meeting the all for one, or whatever, the one above all. This isn't My Hero Academia.
The all for one.
Yeah. They're not traveling to alternate dimensions and things like that, into the past, becoming posh Englishmen or whatnot. So yeah, it is giving off a different feel, a bit less fantastical, if you will, which the Fantastic Four would definitely be able to reach. So while this is certainly inspired by it, there's still room for the Fantastic Four to have a movie like this, I think. If only they would realize its potential.
It's about something more fundamental. It's bigger than that.
Well, the characters represent a sort of a transcendent feeling that we all have inside us, that we could do better. We want to do better. We haven't time to do better. That we can be the people that we lionize.
All these examples have the same.
Yeah. And that to me has always been like what superheroes are. They're a representation of what we could be, what we can be. If only we took the actions to make that happen. And seeing them inspires us.
Spider-Verse's tagline of like anyone can wear the mask. It's that active choice to be that person, right?
And I mean, yeah, we talked already about Marvel and DC and the different ways they go about inspiring people to do that. But the fundamental idea is the same. To become better as humans.
Same problem. They pick up on the superficial cliff notes that make the FF kind of interesting from a distance, but they don't catch the intense truth at the center of the FF. Think about what makes their family, what strengthens it. They've seen beyond the stars into new galaxies. They've seen the end of their lives and the universe. They've talked with gods, yet they're still excited by every new day that comes to them, by every new problem they can solve or new person they can meet. Always finding a new way to keep pushing forward. That's more than the word family. Much more. It's what saved them from the start.
Once upon a time, there was a genius who... a very bright man who... Once upon a time, there was a very arrogant man who did something very stupid. Without proper preparation or shielding, he took his friends through a wave of radiation that made them all something other than human. His guilt was unbearable and deserved. These were the people he loved, and he destroyed their lives. Thanks to him, they were fated to be freaks, lab specimens, or worse, unless he changed that somehow, unless he made the world see them for what they were. 3 of the best and bravest people anyone could hope to meet. So he refused to let them operate in secret. He gave them a home in a city of 8 million, and he gave them costumes and a flying car, and encouraged them to parade around with some pretty outlandish names. Mr. Fantastic. Does that sound like something anyone would really want to call themselves?
Well, as I said, the evolution of the characters over time. Where initially there was that thought of, fantastical, because, he wants to be strange too, like the Thing. But now it means so much more. Man, I love these moments so much.
Yeah.
And I love how it's written as well, of him starting off with the genius, the very smart man, very bright man, and some dumbass who did something really dumb and now he feels the guilt for and responsibility for all these people that he's affected. It really goes down to the core of his character. And that's why I think a lot of people love this guy. They love Mr. Fantastic. Yeah. And I'm sure a lot of people love seeing him become evil, too.
Yeah, I'm one of them. Sorry, not sorry.
But that's the kind of name that made headlines.
Tom.
And t-shirts. And action figures. He knew that would keep people from fearing them. You see, glamour and fame weren't options. They were necessities. Because maybe by turning his friends into celebrities, he could be forgiven for taking their normal lives away. Someday.
Hey, it was your idea!
Whatever. Listen, Stretcho. Davy Crockett needs some help.
Oh, I hear some people get days off. Us? There's always gonna be something new to deal with, isn't there?
I certainly hope so.
There's many ways I love the Fantastic Four. I love their focus on family. I love the world they gave us. I love their crazy adventures, their generosity, their courage, their humor. But most of all, I love their optimism. Caught in a horrific tragedy, they were told life was over. It was futile. It was doomed. They refused to accept that answer. They are so much more than people believed, and will ever believe. They are the Fantastic Four.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
So good.
Oh, jeez. do I even want to know what this is going to be? I guess we have to. We kind of have to.
Gotta finish it out. Roll the credits. They earned these credits.
They did. Everybody who worked on this video. Shout out to you.
100%. This was a great video.
No need to fear, they're here. Just call the four. Fantastic Four. Don't need no more. Oh, Reed Richards is elastic. Sue can fade from sight. Johnny is the Human Torch. And the Thing just loves to fight. Just call the four. Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four.
Alright. Oh,
Nice. This was so good.
Hey. Sometimes I hate YouTube, but today I don't. It's because of them that we have this platform to have videos like this exist.
Yeah, 100%. If you have not, go like the original video. This
Definitely.
Incredible.
Hey, B-Bass. Mandalore! Probably not the Mandalore I know, but yeah.
How the voice acting work was really good.
Very. Alright. I guess this is all patient. Right? Might be an after credit scene? Ah, shit. It's a Marvel movie! It always has been!
Yeah.
Just couldn't help yourself, could you? Wait. Okay. All right. No after credits. Oh, man. That was probably one of the best videos I've ever seen on this platform, not gonna lie.
Yeah, this is incredible.
Fantastic, even.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah, from the editing to the voice acting to the storytelling and script writing, I don't think there was any way you can make this video any better, really.
More Doom.
Oh, true. We need more information on Doom and all his adventures and how heroic he is and how villainous he is at the same time. What a guy. I'll be honest, as somebody from the outside looking in, the Fantastic Four definitely seemed kind of vanilla. And the impressions that I got from the movies certainly wasn't unhelping at all.
I think the movies have done such a disservice to not just Doom, but just the Fantastic Four 100% in the whole.
You get such a wrong impression about them. And all this work that all these comic book writers have done to expand upon their characters and make them so much more nuanced and so much more relatable, have such great stories behind them, gets all undone by all these movies, man.
It's moments like that where it's like, because we talked about a lot in the Ultron video, right? Kind of the public perception of these characters by the general audience is determined by these films because that's what most people consume these characters from. Because whether we like it or not as comic book fans, the main representation of these characters will not be from the comics by the general populace.
Yeah.
And it's movies like the Fantastic Four that I think do so much disservice that it really is painful that when you went into this not knowing Doom other than just the movie representation of him, that is so painful. So
Doom
I'm so
was
glad that we
kind of lame, and now he's like my
just how
favorite thing
incredible
ever.
Doom is, right?
Yeah. It's
But,
insane.
Yeah, just generally for all of these characters, very much so. Yeah.
I love every single character within the Fantastic Four and what they offer to the family and to the story. Their story, as well as the story of the Marvel Universe as a whole, with how central they are.
Yeah.
Thanks to them
100%,
being basically like the first creation for Marvel.
Yeah, they're so fundamental to just the foundation of Marvel Comics.
And all these talented writers who took that idea and expanded upon it so much. And I didn't realize that it wasn't Jack Kirby who came up with the whole go and meet Jack Kirby, because he's like the one above all.
Like, this is why people are so scared for the new movie. Because there's so much cool shown in the trailer, but just we've been burned so many times and we just want it to be good so bad.
I know.
Dare we get our hopes up?
I know. But the best way is to go in with no expectations and come out pleasantly surprised.
I mean, that's what I did with Thunderbolts, right? I went in expecting nothing, and that's one of my favorite, if not, it might be my favorite MCU movie. Maybe that's just recency bias, but damn, I love Thunderbolts so much. So now I'm just sitting but it's a different director, but could it be good? Could it? I don't know.
And while I'm sure there are probably a few comic runs here and there where the Fantastic Four just didn't do so great in the public perception.
There's always bad comics.
Yeah. The ones that were highlighted here, however, were phenomenal. And all of them being connected to each other in the end there makes so much sense for all their characters and makes such a convincing character arc, such a compelling one that I loved every second of learning about their journey and understanding who they are fundamentally as people and all the situations that force them to become the way that they are. It makes sense. I like it when things are trackable, right? When there's a very clear beginning and a reason and a results and consequences for all the things that have happened. I think that's definitely the most important point. Consequences. They need to happen. If there aren't any consequences, there are no stakes, and without any stakes, then there's no point in reading the story.
Yeah.
And yeah. From the ones that were highlighted, we've done it beautifully. I love Fantastic Four, man. Now, when Mr. Fantastic punches me in Marvel Rivals and I die, I'll appreciate him just a tiny bit more. I'll still hate him though, because Psylocke has a very hard time dealing with Mr. Fantastic. But yeah. I think he's cool.
I can appreciate the ha-has.
Ha ha! Ha ha! Fantastic! Ha ha! What a dummy. Such a dumbass. and yeah, right? Like, I was like, bro, you call yourself Mr. Fantastic? Ah, come on, dude. It's so over the top. And they managed to turn even that around.
They make it work.
There's one thing that these comic book writers are great at, and it's making things work. That they're not going to retcon it, but they're going to change your perception about it. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Theoretically, it is still a retcon. It's just a non-destructive retcon, which is the best kind of retcon. Because people forget, retcon just means recontextualize, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're going back and defining something that wasn't originally intended to be that way, but it's for the better in a lot of these kind of cases.
And the cases that we've seen so far, at least, when it comes to Marvel, it's been really good. The reason
There's some
why
bad ones. We haven't gotten to the bad ones yet.
Well, yeah. If you're gonna introduce somebody to like your favorite thing, you probably don't want to show its evil side first.
We'll get to the Spider-Man one soon, and then you'll feel my pain. But
oh man, yeah.
Every time that I rant about 616 Spider-Man, you'll understand.
Okay, trust me, I already feel your pain. Because I bring up the whole like changing perspective things, the retconning thing a lot, because as a fan of Warhammer, we're used to it. Yeah. We're used to it in the destructive kind of way too. So seeing this is just a breath of fresh air that people can actually do this. That some companies out there do know how to manage their stories and change things in a positive way.
It can be good. We've seen when it's good.
Not all hope is lost.
So much
more. There's still doom to stand against all this bullshit.
True. Even like someone in the comics was saying that I was like that I would forgive or that I enjoyed Children's Crusade. That's a horrendous comic. It's so bad. But at least I love Doom in it.
Well, yeah. I mean, objectively, a story can be bad, but you can still love a character within that story and the role that they play. So yeah, I get you. I mean, Doom in anything is great, except the movies. But that's not Doom. Not my Doom. But yeah, dudes, I think that's enough ranting from us today. We're kind of just trying to get off the high from how good this video was, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction, and we'll definitely be covering more Marvel stuff. Yeah, Marvel stuff. Later.
Heck yeah.
What that will be? Only time will tell.
You never know.
Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye-bye.